So Google just released Gemini 2.0 that gave us a couple features that even if you have ChatGPT Plus are worth looking at. The first one would be deep research tool that will generate a complete research paper for you, including a references section. And then as well as it working with all your other Google services like Google Calendar, Google Maps. And another thing it will do is use your Google account to pull information to be even more useful. And probably the third best is you just get a bunch of bonus Google One features, such as 2 terabytes of storage, the magic editor in Google Photos, and a couple other bonus items. And then you'll also be able to work with Gemini directly in all of Google Workspaces applications, such as Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Now first, taking a look at Gemini's deep research feature. If you go to gemini.google.com, it'll bring you over to Gemini, and at this drop down you have to select 1.5 Pro with deep research. And here I asked it, what unique capabilities does it have over ChatGPT? And after a few minutes, it gave me this complete research paper. And to create a research paper, it'll go through a bunch of sites here. So it listed 53 websites that it used to make this. And each paragraph, it'll give you a source for it, where it got this information. And first impressions at the writing, it's pretty well done. And now looking over at ChatGPT, I asked it to do the same thing. The one thing I didn't like about ChatGPT is it wrote it out in bullet points here, which is typically how you wouldn't write a research paper. And it didn't include any graphs or tables. However, it did create a little references section here. Whereas in Gemini, even included a table here for easily comparing Gemini and ChatGPT. And then you can easily open this result in Google Docs. So if you go up to this button here, open Docs, here it's generated that paper for you. And this is what it looks like. And this is the table that it created. And even a nice works cited section here that I personally think is a bit better than ChatGPT's. And then once you do have your paper into Google Docs, you are able to work directly with Gemini. So Gemini is always in the top right here. So say if you wanted it to rewrite this paragraph, all you gotta do is highlight this paragraph, go over to help me write, and choose an option that you'd want. So here we're gonna just rephrase it. And here Gemini gave me this new text. So to replace the current paragraph, we actually have to go down to this drop down chevron and click replace. And just like that, it has replaced it with the new paragraph. And working with Gemini, you can also work with it in Sheets and in Slides as well. And another unique thing Gemini can do is work with a lot of other Google services. So if you type the @ symbol, it'll show you a list of services Gemini can use. So personally, I would use probably Google Calendar, Google Task, Gmail, and even Google Flights or Hotels. Let's try using Google Tasks. So let's select that and ask Gemini to make a reminder for us. And here I asked, remind me to go grocery shopping tomorrow. So let's see what Gemini does. And there you go, it automatically made the reminder for you. Now let's try something a little harder. Let's ask it to find plane tickets to LA. Go to Google Flights, find me tickets to Los Angeles. And since it already knows I am from Minneapolis and I want to go to Los Angeles, there's a couple departing flights on January 7th, and then it gives you a couple lists and prices of them. but then it also lays them out in this table here for you. And that's just a couple examples, and you can also have it help you with emails and Gmail and all these other services. And if you do get Gemini, you'll be also signed up for the Google One AI Premium plan here, which is one that includes Gemini, but also a couple bonus features. So unlike ChatGPT, where you'll get the AI for 20 bucks, but with Gemini, you also get a little extra add-ons. So for this plan, you do get 2 terabytes of Google Drive storage. So for Gmail, photos, any type of files. And then obviously Gemini Advanced, and then the ability to work with Gemini in all those Google Workspaces applications, and a couple other features with Google Meet, longer group video calls, and some extra Google Calendar features for appointment scheduling, and unlimited Magic Editor saves. And with the Magic Editor, you can do a couple really cool things. So here you can circle and move something around, or you can change the sky into a different time of day. And then also, if there's something in the background, you can circle it and remove it. Or instead, if you think it'd be better to hide it with the background, you can also use its camouflage feature. And if the photos turned out a little blurry, Magic Editor can also make it much more clear.